Disney has been criticized a lot over the years for the way they handle romantic relationships. Couples get together too quickly without many major developments, which, like, yeah, Disney's known for making some questionable story decisions.
The whole world is going bonkers over a series of truly bizarre videos.
But The Nightmare Before Christmas has always been kind of a black sheep in their movie catalog. A Disney dark horse, if you will. Sure, for the months of October to freaking January, any self-respecting retailer has Nightmare Before Christmas merch on their shelves. But when you think about it, how many people know that they're buying a Disney product when they're buying Nightmare merch? The movie stands alone without the Disney brand. So when I hear people talk about Jack and Sally like the typical Disney couple, it really rubs me the wrong way. To me, a skeleton and a rag doll should not be compared to Cinderella and her prince, if that makes sense. Apart from aesthetics, their story goes against the Disney grain itself. I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna try to keep this as coherent as possible because I have a lot of thoughts about Jack and Sally, like as separate characters and as a couple. So I'm going to keep this in three sections. Part one will be based around their relationship's foundation. Part two will be based around the main conflict of their relationship within the film. And part three will be based on their resolution, the ending of the movie. That being said, on this fine November day, let's talk about the movie and pray Disney does not get upset and give me a copyright claim. I think the first mistake a lot of people understandably make is that they think that Jack and Sally do not have a pre-existing relationship between the movie. Like they just meet in the movie. I super don't think that's the case, and here's why. Sally is established to escape her home, to sneak out constantly. And when she does so, she ends up going to where Jack usually is. And while she's still shy about this, the girl flirts hard. Like, she makes him food in a little basket, and it's adorable. The movie makes it pretty clear that at least Sally has had feelings, had thoughts about Jack in that way for a while. That's also pretty established in Sally's song. You can't get much clearer than that. So, what about Jack? Because true love is rarely one-sided. Well, Jack's an odd little guy. He's very naive and honestly kind of stupid at times. Jack, I'm so sorry. I love you so much, King. Please do not take this to heart. So I think it's pretty reasonable to believe that Jack does not know what to make of the warm, fuzzy feeling he gets when he sees the butterfly come out of Sally's bottle for the first time. I kind of like to believe that that is the first moment that we see the pivot in Jack between, oh, this is my nice good friend, and what is this feeling that I'm feeling? Which is a common theme that Jack faces throughout the entire film. Also, not for nothing, but this is the same guy who decided that the best way to solve his identity crisis was by stealing a holiday. Yeah, I feel like romance isn't really on his radar. That's not to say he doesn't show any signs of attraction, though. I like to bring up the Santa suit scene.
My Sandy Claus outfit. I want you to make it.
Now, don't be modest. Who else is clever enough to make my Sandy Claus outfit? I have every confidence in you.
The fact that he's very clearly ignoring her warnings aside, he is gushing about her. He is completely lost in that Sally sauce. Jack is so messy. He's a messy little guy. Seriously, the whole conflict is based on his obsession with Christmas and how he blocks out any sense or logic regarding his holiday. His holiday. Thank God for Sally, because she is canonically the only person who makes any sense in Halloween's out.
I'd listen to her. She's the only one who makes any sense.
Girl's back must hurt from carrying that whole civilization. What I like the most about how their conflict is handled is that Sally refuses, like outright refuses to give up on Jack. She knows there's more going on behind that Christmas craze. She knows something's up. And she knows that no one else sees the way that Jack is hurting like she does. So she takes matters into her own hands. And what happens next is crucial. Jack realizes and recognizes her efforts, that she has been the one who's been helping him this entire time. Albeit, the ending is pretty rushed pacing-wise. Hell, most of the movie's pretty rushed pacing-wise. Like, the movie itself is pretty short for a film, like for a feature-length film, and at times it feels even shorter than its already short runtime. Personally, I don't think that takes away much from the content of the ending. Here we see a Jack who has made peace with who he is. He's made peace with the fact that he is the Pumpkin King that Sally has fallen for all those many moons ago. But now he has also gained a remarkable amount of clarity, an amount of clarity that he only was able to get because of Sally's actions. To Jack, that unwavering faith, that ride or die loyalty, that's irreplaceable. That's priceless. And Jack sees that now. He understands why his heart fluttered like the wings of that butterfly. He loves her. She loves him. That much, they're sure. I can't think of a better way to end the movie than have Jack stand beside Sally at her side. And I mean it when I say her side, because that's also exactly what he says in the ending number. He wants to join her because she's the reason they even had their happy ending. She is the catalyst for all the good in this story. And he is infatuated with it. And that's why they're so special to me. Thank you for listening. Happy belated Halloween.